Good afternoon, I'm Jorja Cowan with 2NURFM Hunter News. In breaking news, Sex Crime Squad detectives have arrested a 54-year-old man in Newcastle for alleged child grooming offences. The man was arrested this morning at Caves Beach following an investigation by New South Wales Police. He was taken to Charlestown Police Station where he's expected to be charged with offences related to child grooming and the dissemination of child abuse material. Police encourage anyone with information about children being approached online to report it immediately for investigation. A severe weather warning is ongoing for the Hunter, with significant wind and rain occurring throughout the region. 70 to 80 kilometre gusts of winds are set to hit and up to 90 kilometres on the coast. Conditions are expected to peak at midday and drivers are reminded not to drive through flooded roads. The Hunter's access to the national broadband network may be rolling out faster than most regions, but large communities are still feeling left out. Stockton is amongst the remaining suburbs waiting to receive the NBN, with no clear date of when it will happen. Newcastle MP Sharon Clayton says there are discrepancies in the information surrounding Stockton's connectivity.
The Department of Communications has a broadband checker in it, and if you were to jump on that broadband checker, it would tell you that the ADSL rating in Stockton is A, which is the very best. But we know the lived reality is very, very different.
A hidden underground treasure of Newcastle's Colonial Pass will open to the public for the first time today, with Hunter Water holding its first tour of the Res. Built on Tyrrell Street in 1882, the Res was the first drinking water reservoir constructed in the Hunter and has remained locked up and empty since the early 1970s. Hunter Water spokesperson Nick Kaiser says tours run on a monthly basis and visitors can view the Res's intriguing interior and rusted 133-year-old pipes.
Not only will they see the beautiful insides of the reservoir, but they'll also get a history of the Lower Hunter's water supply, how we came to need a steady supply of drinking water, and also a little bit about how the Lower Hunter has come to have the beautiful clean water that it has today.
Hunter residents are being advised the East Maitland St Vincent de Paul store is closed following severe damage to the store after the recent floods. Vinnie's is asking the community to share their generosity around the city by donating clothing to other Vinnie's stores and clothing bins while the store is repaired. Vinnie's Executive Officer Denise Lucas says the East Maitland store will be closed for some time while repair work takes place.
The shop has now been stripped. Obviously, we've had the insurance people involved, and anything that was able to be salvaged has been kept. But, of course, carpet and the clothing, everything was very wet. We expect it will not be open again until late July or early August.
Sport for our sponsor, NewcastleCheapestCars.com.au.
With the Origin opener looming, it looks like Newcastle Knights might be without utility back Dane Gagai when they come against the Broncos on Monday night. The 24-year-old has been called into the Maroons camp and it's uncertain if he will be released back to his home club in time for the game. Gagai expected to have his first training run with the Maroons this afternoon. The future of Jets coach Phil Stubbins is uncertain following the owner Nathan Tinkler's departure from the club. Players and administration staff have been brought across under new owners, the FFA, but coaching staff are reportedly still under review. The FFA haven't ruled out reappointing Stubbins, but after a disappointing debut season, it seems highly unlikely. And in women's football, Newcastle's Emily Van Egmond scored a goal in the Matildas' 11-0 victory over Vietnam last night. The win is a confidence boost for the midfielder leading up to the 2015 FIFA Women's World Cup. The squad are heading to Canada tomorrow, where they're set to face Sweden and Nigeria. That's sport. I'm Jonathan Mompson.
2NURFM News Time is 12:10.